Welcome to Prince Maths Clinic, the e-learning solution at your pace and time.
Good day, viewers, and welcome once again to Prince Maths Clinic. We are going to be starting a series of questions based on the WAEC past question. So I encourage that you share these videos with students around you that will be sitting for WAEC and even NECO for those of you here in Nigeria. All right, and we'll be starting with the number-based system. The first question we are asked to convert this binary number that has a decimal 11011.110 to base 10. Write out the number 1 1 1 1 0 1 1.110. Now remember, it's a binary number, so it should be in base 2. Then to convert to base 10, here's what you do. This number is a decimal part, right? While this is the integer part, the whole number part. So on this whole number part, from the right going to the left, you need to now number, and you start your numbering from 0. So you call this, the place value is 0, the place value of this is 1, the place value here is 2, the place value here is 3, call the place value here 4. Then from this part, after the point down to this part, towards your right, you start from -1, call this -2, call this -3. So the next stage is to now take this first one, you now say times the base, which is 2, and that one is carrying a power of 4. That's the first part, plus the second one is 1 times the base again, carrying a power of 3, plus then the next is a 0 times the base, which is 2, carrying a power of 2, plus 1 carrying the base of 2 raised to the power of 1, plus 1 again, this one, times 2 to the power of 0, then plus, then we'll move on to this decimal part, 1 times the base raised to the power of what? -1, plus times 2 raised to the power of -2, then plus 0 times 2 to the power of -3. Now we have expanded. If they say you should leave it in its expanded form, this is its expanded form. But since they want us to find it in base 10, we will now continue to obtain a value that is in base 10. Now, we know that 2 to the power of 4 is 2 times 2 times 2, which is 16. So 1 times 16 times 1 is 16. So I'm going to write 16 plus, okay, let me do that here. 16 plus, then 2 to the power of 3 is what? Is 8. 8 times 1 gives you 8. Plus, then this is 2 to the power of 2 is 4, times 0 gives you 0. Then plus, then 2 to the power of 1 is 2, times 1 gives you 2. Then 2 to the power of 0 gives you 1. 1 times 1 is 1. 2 to the power of -1 means 1 over 2, right? And when you add 1 over 2 times 1, you get 1 over 2. Then you move here, 2 to the power of minus 2 means 1 over 4. Then 2 to the power of minus 3 means 1 over 8. But when you multiply by 0, you get is 0. So let's add up all that we have here. 16 plus 8 is 24. 24 plus 2 is 26. 26 plus 1 is 27. Then we have fractions here. 1 over 2 plus 1 over 4. Let's add 1 over 2 plus 1 over 4. Now, if you add these fractions together, you get 3/4, which is 3 over 4. This is the result, or you can leave it in decimal form. 3 over 4 is the same thing as 0.75. So I'll just put 0.75. If you want it in decimal form, here is it. And if you want it in fraction, here is it. So this is the solution to our first question. Now, let's examine the second question. In the second question, we were given an unknown base, 1, 2, 3, base y, which we don't know, equals to 83 in base 10. We have to obtain an equation in y, which is this base, and hence we have to find that value for that unknown y. So the first stage is to write out our question. Base y equal to what? 83. The good news is that the right hand side is already in base 10. If it is not in base 10, convert it to base 10. But it's already in base 10. So the business we have here is to convert 1, 2, 3 base y to a number in base 10. And remember the rule again. You start from the left, so the right to your left. Then you number 0, 1, and 2. Then you say 1 times y. 1 is carrying the power of 2 plus 2 times y. 2 is carrying the power of 1 plus 3 times y is carrying the power of 0. Then this 83 is already in base 10. So just write it as 83. Now, y squared is y squared, right? Times 1 will give you y squared. Then plus y to the power of 1 is still y. Times 2 will give you 2y. Then plus y to the power of 0. Remember, any figure to the power of 0 gives you 1. So times 3 will give you 3. All equal to 83. Then I want to move this number here. How do I do that? And the sign here is positive. If it crosses this equal to sign, changes to negative. So this becomes y squared plus 2y plus 3 minus 83 equal to 0. And if you simplify this, 3 minus 83 will give you 80 minus 80 plus 2y, then minus 80 equal to 0. Now, this is a quadratic equation. And remember the pattern we've done time and again on this platform. Remember the pattern we have done time and again on this channel. We open two brackets. Then the variable here is y, so you put a y here, you put a y here. Then you look for two numbers that you multiply that will give you negative 80. That when you add, you are going to get positive 2. Those numbers are positive 10 and minus 8. such that if you say plus 10 times minus 8, you get minus 80, because plus times minus is minus, then 10 times 8 is 80. Then if you say 10 minus 8, you are going to get the positive 2. Since these are products of two factors, you can now say y plus 10 is either equal to 0 or y minus 8 equal to 0. So I want to say y plus 10 equals to 0 or y minus 8 equal to 0. Then from here, y is equal to negative 10. Now, I'm going to say negative 10 is invalid because our base cannot be negative. Therefore, y equal to what? 8. Right? So the real value for y is 8 because our base can only be positive. I hope this video was helpful. Kindly click on the notification bell so that you can get to see more videos as we upload them on the channel. And share this video to your friends and loved ones. Thank you.